We've had society in some places jabbing at us from a much earlier age. Being aware that it was probably not a good thing to out myself, I kept it very repressed.
I'm Chong Lip, I'm Singaporean, 29 years old.
And my name's Simon. I was born in England 63 years ago. I'm living here in Singapore for the last 28 years or so. So we met 7 or 8 years ago in church here in Singapore, and we clicked, figured it'd be good to spend the rest of our lives together. We got civilly partnered 6 years ago, and then we converted to marriage in England last September.
I realized I was gay growing up, and on TV I think that's the first time I kind of know that I'm slightly different. I look always at the men, the guys. In secondary school it became more obvious. There's classmates that I actually like. I got really jealous when girls were talking to him and taking up his time. I was afraid that they will find this out. So I was in NS. I felt, I think we can pluck up courage to tell my mom, and I was just, Mommy, 我是同性恋啊. Then she started crying and said, 为什么? Why? You'll die alone, what if you get AIDS, HIV, all the news she gets from the media, from TV, it's all negative, right? I just tried to educate her and let her know that it's not her fault. It's not my fault either. She still hung on, even though she didn't know what was happening.
I didn't know there was such a word as gay, but I was certainly experimenting in areas where I probably shouldn't have been experimenting. Probably at the age of 6. I went to sea at the age of very nearly 18. I've gone away, I've come back, I've gone away, I've come back. It's obviously too difficult to have a girlfriend. And that sort of bimbled on. So it was never questioned by my parents. I was 45. That I then came back to my sister. I came back home. I outed myself to her, and I was all ready and prepared for bursting into tears, trying to attack me. And I said, you need to know I'm gay. And all she did was say, so you're my brother, I still love you, and went back to watching the TV. And it was the most deflating experience of my life. She had no idea of the mental pressure I'd gone through, and she organised our wedding for us. We gave her the date, and we said we'd quite like this winery. And then we came back and there seemed to be flowers and food and everything was organised.
I didn't want them to know that Simon is, we're dating, I just said this is my professor. I was still in university then. I just told them he's here to experience, local culture. So they just bought the story. I was like, phew. When he was gone, they brought me behind closed doors. Literally, he's much older than you. He seems like a nice person, but are you sure,
So they came to the wedding in the UK, floods of tears all over the place.
Yeah, that's for all the drama you endured for 45 years, so be glad.
I am very happy. I wouldn't change a thing in my life.
I have seen younger guys with older guys. To be honest, I also kind of judged them in the past, how come you have such asymmetrical relationships? But I don't let it affect me. This is the more important thing.
Good. I was very concerned that Chong Lip might be seen as seeking a sugar daddy. And I was very keen that he was perfectly comfortable with the age difference. Because we are in an asymmetric relationship, he needs to be strong and resilient, but I think he is. We've had society in some places jabbing at us from a much earlier age, and the more resilient ones learn how to cope with it.
There are also those who are not able to deal with it. Many have taken their lives.
So I think it's fair to say we try and support them where we can.
Love is love, right? It doesn't matter who you're with. It transcends differences, it transcends labels.
And I guess that was pretty much what I was going to say, which is probably
Really?
why we're married. Every couple, whether they're gay or straight, has issues. My parents had issues, and they carried on being my parents, they carried on being married. But you need to be big enough and strong enough and open enough to get through it.
He's not easy to deal with.
Okay, I guess that makes 2 of us.
But we still, tolerate, and
we're still both very happy.
yeah.